Oh, hey guys, it's Alex from Maximum Charge, and today we're going to do two of my favorite things ever. First, we're going to go over a new e-bike, brand new from Velotric, the Fold 1, UL certified and IPX7 rated battery. Second, we're going to do one of my favorite old man activities and spend hours hosing down my driveway. You know, you kids these days, you just don't understand how to keep things clean. This younger generation just likes a mess. I would be embarrassed if I saw your driveway full of grass clippings and dirt and leaves.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are out here on the Velotric Fold 1. A nice little foldable, compact, lightweight, lower powered e-bike. Wow, that chipmunk had a death wish. We're going to start off with our 0 to 20 test. Actually, before that, we're going to unlock this bike. So what you're going to do, we'll turn this off, turn the bike off, and then hold the power and the plus button for an eternity.
1 eternity later.
I mean, roughly 20 seconds. It's going to feel like an eternity, though. Here we go. These chickens out here are like, all right, what is happening? Why is he just standing there? I want to see the 0 to 20. I want to witness the speed. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. See how it's now blinking speed? Let's bring that bad boy all the way up as high as it goes, which is 28. Hold the power button. There you go. Now it should be saved. We'll turn it on. Pedal assist 5. We'll go through all the pedal assist settings later. Right now, we're going to check the 0 to 20. Here we go. Without further ado, throttle only. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. And as you guys can tell, the speedometer is mostly accurate. And next we're going to check out how this bike does on our main hill climb test. All right, stop at the sewer grate. Here we go. We're on a fresh charge. I just took this bike off the charger. It's been charging for a while, actually, well after the green light turned on, which kind of helps, in theory, balance out a lot of the cells inside the battery pack itself. Here we go. Throttle only. Pedal assist level 5. 3, 2, 1, go. Very, very soft start. We'll see how this does, guys. Hey guys, if you like content like this, please feel free to subscribe to the channel if I've earned your subscription. Like the video if you like it, and if you don't like it, tell me why in the comments. Tell me why you're mad. Follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and I have multiple Facebook groups. I have e-bike addicts, high-speed e-bikes, 40 miles an hour and up. Check those out. We have a lot of fun over there. And we're finishing up at just about 18 miles an hour. All right. All right, so you guys know the drill. Now we're going to check out the free spinning wheel speed, miles an hour. Let's see what it gets up to. Looks like we're getting up to 20, just about 30 miles an hour, 29.6. So if you were throttling this, maybe you'd get 28. Of course, we did unlock the bike, so let's go ahead and check out the downhill speed. If we can get up to that 28, 29 mile an hour mark, maybe more. Let's hit it, guys. Let's see where we ghost pedal. Still got plenty of pedaling resistance. Wow, I can pedal well after 30 miles an hour. That's great. This is throttle only downhill. So yeah, we probably get to like 29 miles an hour downhill. All right. Okay, so the gearing on this bike is awesome for higher speeds. A lot of bikes, once you cross into that 30 mile an hour range, your legs are flying. You're pedaling so fast trying to keep up with the gearing, but this one, you can pedal well after 30 miles an hour. I greatly appreciate that, Velotric. That way, if I do want to use my leg power at higher speeds, and I probably will want to do that, because this is a lower powered e-bike, they give you the option to do that. This thing is making a little bit of noise. I don't know if it's the mount. No, it's the actual headlight itself. It vibrates a little bit. So I'm hitting these bumps and I'm thinking, what is that noise? All right, so the headlight is just vibrating a tiny bit. School bus. Yes, my arch nemesis. The school bus. She gave me the stink eye. Huh. Popping up the curb, easy. I love how lightweight this bike is. I could just throw it around. I could probably lift it up with one arm if I wanted to. It's like 60 something pounds. So lightweight and so nimble. Handlebar width test, easy. You sneak right through, thread the needle. God, this motor is so quiet. This is a very stealthy e-bike. If you don't want to draw attention to yourself, this is great. Very, very quiet motor because it is lower power. People will not even hear you on a trail because the tires are thinner. They're 3-inch tires. So the tires end up being quieter. All right, guys, here we go. Main hill climb test. Stop at the line. Throttle only. Boom. Oh, it's very slow. I don't think it's going to make it, honestly. But we got to try it, guys. We got to try it out. I don't bring any 36-volt e-bikes up here, but 48 we'll try. And no, we're like stopping at like 2 miles an hour. So I can't make the hill. And this bike looks so non-threatening. And it is on the slower side. No one is going to care that I'm on the sidewalk pedaling this thing. Nobody cares. People probably don't even think it's an electric bike. All right, guys, we pulled over for a bit. So I'm going to give you a little bit of info on the features of this bike. But before we do that, look at this blue paint job. So nice. They did a very, very good job with the paint. So starting off at the top, we got the ergonomic grips, rubberized grips. These are very nice feeling and they are locking. Thumb throttle, very simple and minimalist display. Not a lot of settings in there to mess around with. It's very straightforward. And I almost forgot, this display does have a little USB charging port right over here. Great feeling hydraulic disc brake levers. You got a trigger shifter over on the right hand side and of course a little bell to annoy people when you're on the trail. In the center, this is a good place to put your phone. Looks like we also get a telescopic handlebar riser. So you can adjust the height depending on how tall you want it. And speaking of height, this bike accommodates some of the shortest riders ever. My little sister was on this the other day. We went for a little family group ride and she's like 5'0". And this bike is actually perfect for people who are between 4'9" and 6'5". So the seat can go very, very low. There was, by the way, Velotric. At one point they did have like some kind of red reflector back there. I took that off so I can get the seat real low. Look at that. Nice and low, or you can get it taller if you need it. If you need more height, you can have it. Very solid looking rear rack, max load of 120 pounds. Of course, it's welded into the frame. So that's going to give you a very strong rear rack. Rear tail light does, of course, work when you press the brakes. Metal fenders. It looks like these are Chow Yang 3-inch wide puncture-resistant tires. These are very quiet. They have only small little knobs on them, which makes for a low rolling resistance and a quieter ride. This bike gives you 180mm disc brake rotors with hydraulic disc brakes. These things stop on a dime. For two reasons. Number one, they're 180mm rotors, of course, hydraulic brakes, but the wheels are small and the tires are small, which means the overall diameter of the wheel is small, and that means the brakes have more leverage to stop. So the brakes feel very good on this bike. I love that this bike has this bottom brace, so when it is folded up, you're not resting the bike on the front chainring. You get some foldable pedals with this bike. Good looking frame, good looking paint job. Nice little headlight up here with 2 LEDs and a reflector underneath. Good cable management running through the frame. Good folding mechanism up here for the handlebar. Easy to unlatch. Sometimes these folding mechanisms, there's this tiny little nub that's kind of annoying to push. This actually gives you a nice feeling latch right here that you can easily squeeze down and open up if you need to. And you do get the same nice feeling latch on this side when you want to unfold and fold the bike. The gearing on this bike is fantastic. You do get a pretty decently sized front chainring, 7-speed transmission back here with a Shimano turning derailleur. You do, of course, also get a derailleur guard. This bike also comes in the stone gray color, the pearl white color, and of course, this electric blue color. Trust me, guys, you're going to want this blue. This is the color you want. It looks amazing. Way better in person than in the pictures. The seat is on the narrower side, but it is very, very squishy. It's actually not too bad. Budget suspension forks, preload, and only a lockout adjustment. These forks have 60 millimeters of travel. And it looks like the front wheel is bolted on, not quick release. Probably a good thing for safety reasons. The motor of this bike is a 750 watt Velotric branded motor, and it does peak at 1050 watts. And the way they calculate that is taking the absolute maximum charge of a 48 volt battery multiplied by the 18 amp controller that's actually in the battery cradle. And that's how they calculate the 1050 watt peak of this system. Looking at the website, they claim this bike will give you a max range of 55 miles. They claim it goes 28 miles an hour top speed, and it actually does, and that is without pedaling if you unlock it. Weight limit for this bike is 440 pounds. That's a lot for a little bike like this. And the back motor does have an advertised 70 Newton meters of torque. This battery is listed as having 608 watt hours. So if you want to find out the amp hours of a battery, you just divide it by the voltage of the battery, which is going to give you about 12.6 amp hours from the battery. When this thing is folded up, it is so small. In fact, it's so small that I was able to fit it in the front passenger seat of my car. On the website, it says it's only 38 inches long when it's folded up, 19 inches wide, 33 inches tall. So it is very small, very compact, perfect for storing in a tight space, maybe in an RV, maybe in the front passenger seat of a car, wherever you need. You could probably squeeze this bike into. Minimum seat height, according to the website, is 800 millimeters, and the max seat height is 990 millimeters. So that's going to give you, again, that wide range of seating. If you're taller or shorter, you'll probably be just fine with this bike. The step-through height of this is very, very, very low, so it is very comfortable to mount and dismount this bike. If you have any kind of disabilities where you can't get your leg over a bike, not only is the seat very low, but the step-through height is very low. So easy to mount and dismount this bike. On the website, it says that the top part of this frame to the ground is only 400 millimeters. The battery back here is UL certified 2271, and the bike is 2849 UL certified. It even has the UL certification sticker. In terms of waterproofing, the battery itself is IPX7 waterproof rated, which is pretty much like a garden hose going on the battery. You'll probably be just fine. The bike itself is rated at IP6. Here's the charge port from the battery, and this battery does come with a 2 amp charger. Looks like you do also get lots of different mounting points right over here for a water bottle holder, maybe a second battery, some mounting points in the front of the frame as well, and then you get mounting points on the rear rack and down here. So you can mount a whole bunch of stuff on this bike. On Velotric's website, I'm sure they have accessories that mount directly into those areas, but I'm sure you guys can find other things to mount there as well. So that's the Velotric Fold 1. I'm going to have it listed in the description below, along with any coupon codes or discounts that I might be able to offer. Definitely check this one out if you need an extra bike along with your big, heavy, fast e-bike, or maybe you just need something small, nothing crazy, just hanging out 15, 20, 25 miles an hour. Great pedaling. I really like this bike, guys. Definitely check this one out. Velotric did tell me that they have their own manufacturing and design, and what they say that helps with is fixing any kind of issues a lot faster and having overall better quality control. Velotric also did tell me that they put the UL certification and ISO testing for safety as the foundation. Most other brands aren't UL certified, they're TUV certified. They say that their bikes can withstand 150% of the tests required for UL certification. Some of the things they put their bikes through: they simulate nearly twice the temperature of the Sahara Desert, which is 70 degrees Celsius, and they do that for 72 hours. They also place the frame in a freezer, testing the conditions at negative 40 degrees Celsius for 72 hours. And then they say they expose the bike to a simulated sandstorm for 18 kilograms of dust for 8 hours, whatever that means. That sounds intense. That's probably one of the reasons why riding this bike around, it just feels a lot more solid and stable. than a lot of other bikes I've tried in the past. All right, guys, we're gonna keep on rolling. Guys, we are headed over to our secondary testing site for lower speed e-bikes. And I am on my infamous sidewalk in my town. And of course, this is a hardtail. I'm not expecting miracles on how this bike feels, but it does feel relatively solid, except for that rattly front headlight, something inside it that's vibrating. Besides that, this bike feels like it can handle the abuse. Here we go, all right? We're about to hit the bumpy part. Maybe we'll consider this our off-road test. Yeah, feels fine. There we go. Yeah, this feels honestly very solid for a hardtail. Sometimes I test these bikes out in areas like this, and it just feels like the bike feels like it's self-destructing as I'm riding it. And this one just feels fine. Feels like a decent hardtail bike. Let's check out the pedal assist levels. So, let's pedal it at level 0. See how it feels. This is a very lightweight bike with the battery on it. It weighs only 63 pounds. That is very light for an e-bike. And if you get the seat tall enough so your legs can fully extend, pedaling this feels fine. So if I ran out of power, it wouldn't be all that bad pedaling with no power. All right, let's check out pedal assist 1. So pedal assist 1 gives us about 14 miles an hour. So this is good if you're just hanging out on a pedestrian walkway. You want to be polite and respectful around pedestrians, which you should be. Try not to be that guy that ruins it for everyone. This is the setting that you would be at. Let's try pedal assist 2. Very smooth power delivery. I don't think this bike can help it either because it is a lower powered bike. Pedal assist 2. So we're hitting about 17 miles an hour. Pedal assist 3. Oh, power kicks on a little bit more now. All right, power's cutting off at about 21. Pedal assist 4. All right, felt the power cut off at about 24. Let's get up to speed. What's gonna happen is the motor just cuts us off at a certain point. Yeah, so see that 23. Pedal assist 5 will let you go all the way up to 28, or at least it'll give you power up to 28, 29. If you pedal hard, you could probably get to that speed. Yeah, see 28. So that's the top speed of this bike really. But it does allow you to unlock it and get that top speed through throttle, which is nice. But what I love about the pedaling, if you guys saw me pedaling, I can pedal this thing pretty quick. I can pedal this thing into a fairly high speed. Climb this hill, pedal assist 5, no problem. Let me show you guys my pedaling cadence at high speed. So this is 30, look at that. That's not bad. 30 miles an hour pedaling at that rate, that's fine. And yes, I am wearing my Crocs. Don't worry, I'm wearing socks. I am a man of culture, I'm not a savage. Man, this bike is so tossable. Nice, nimble steering. I know most of my channel is probably a bunch of dudes watching this. And us guys, most of you guys, we probably like firearms. If I were to make an analogy, this is the sidearm of e-bikes. Sometimes you don't need your main battle rifle. If you want to get a lot of work done, if you want to go fast for a long time, you get your big, heavy, fast e-bike with a huge battery that weighs 100 pounds. Yeah, that'll get the job done. But if I'm just going camping, I need to throw this in my RV or in my car, and I have thrown this in my car. Fun fact, I actually took this bike out for a group ride with my family. I didn't even ride it yet. And my sister, my little sister, she actually rode this. She's not very little, she's in her 20s, but she's the youngest. And she rode this bike, she's 5'0". And she rode this just fine. She hasn't ridden a regular bike in forever. She picked this right up. Very easy bike to learn and maneuver and just and handle. So this bike is very small, portable, lightweight, nimble, and it is a great addition to a larger, faster e-bike. I have a bunch of e-bikes. I have ones that go really fast, but I really want to keep this one just because if I do ever go on a trip like that group ride again, or let's say I'm going camping, or I'm just doing some small little trip with slower e-bikers, this bike is perfect. This is a great e-bike. Very, very compact and lightweight. If I only had high-powered e-bikes, I wouldn't have been able to fit it in the car, wouldn't have been able to go on the group ride, lugging around a big giant high-powered e-bike into an RV or in a car is pretty much impossible. It's practically impossible. It's impractical. So this is where this bike shines. And Velotric did a great job with this bike. It's perfect. It doesn't have any like dumb bells and whistles that are might be nice feature, but when you actually try it, it doesn't make a difference. But you have to end up paying for it anyway. This bike gives you exactly what you need. A great frame. And by the way guys, I gotta show you this. The frame, if you notice, a nice low step through frame, very easy to get on and off. Look at the color of this bike. This is such a nice blue color. This bike also comes in a white and like a dark gray. Get this color. Don't get those, trust me, get this one. Even if you don't really like blue, you're gonna like this blue color. It is very, very, very nice. Like this rack right here, it's welded on. This rack can support 120 pounds. I don't even want to use this rack. It looks so nice. It's so nice. The nice blue paint job. Oh man. Velotric did a great job styling this bike. I think it looks great. Nice and simple. No stupid bells and whistles, again, that you're not even going to use. Little UL sticker right there for you New Yorkers that have that required. Trigger shifter feels nice. The hydraulic brakes, damn, they stop really good. I know I was kind of going uphill. We're going to redo that. Oh, I smell a little bit of brake pad there. I really dug into that pad. We'll do that again. Brake test. Yeah. Stops. Amazing. Look at that. That's like 10-15 feet from 20 miles an hour. Hydraulic disc brakes with the 180 millimeter rotor on a small bike like this. Perfect. It's great. The more I ride this bike, the more I like it. Let's go down this road, throttle only. Let's bring it up to like 20 miles an hour here. See where the throttle brings us? We're going into a headwind. All right, see that? Speedometer says 25. GPS says 26, speedometer 27. Into a headwind. If you're not a speed demon, that's plenty fast. If you're just gonna be taking this on the sidewalks, on rail trails, on pedestrian walkways for short trips, that is plenty fast. Get up to speed. Throttle, 28. Yeah, see, now we're getting 29. That was slightly downhill though. 27, yeah. This bike will bring you 28 miles an hour throttle only. If you pedal really hard, you can get it to 30. I went on a group ride with a bunch of other people, like 20 or so people. And we were on a rail trail. Nobody even came close to hitting 28 miles an hour. So if you're gonna do stuff like that, just hang out like 15, 20 miles an hour, this bike is great. If anything, just get yourself a second battery and call it a day. Front suspension, it does bottom out when I slam down. It does only have a simple lockout adjustment, but let's go ahead and increase the preload. I don't know if that'll make a difference. Yeah, not really. 60 millimeters of travel from the front fork. Most of your weight's gonna be on the back anyway. Does this fork bottom out? Let's try it. It didn't bottom out going off that curve. What about going onto this curve? Yeah, bottomed out a little bit there. What are you gonna do? Budget fork, budget bike. The handlebar grips are very nice. These are locking, rubberized, textured, ergonomic style handlebars. Really good, guys. Thumb throttle on the left, immediate response on the throttle. Slight delay there. Throttle, power. Throttle, a little bit of a delay there, but what do you expect? Pedal assist, there's a big delay in pedal assist. Ready? I'm pedaling, and now I get power. So pretty much one full revolution to get some power from the pedal assist. We're gonna go to a different neighborhood and take it up a long hill, see how it does. Brakes are really nice. On a budget bike, giving you hydraulic brakes like this, you're gonna have all the stopping power you need, especially because this is so lightweight. All right, so we'll power up this hill right here. Right now it's just throttle. It will give up at a certain point. Might as well bring it down to gear 1 now. Going up, going up, going up. All right, it's trying. It's trying hard. Let's see where it gives out. Come on, baby. 8 miles an hour. Okay, let's go. Oh, I don't know. Looks like it's a little bit steeper up there. Maybe my eyes are lying to me. I don't know. All right, we're 10 miles an hour. Wow, it did it. Wow, I'm impressed. It did that throttle only. I am actually impressed for a budget-oriented little foldable bike. Doesn't even have a 20 amp controller. It did that hill by itself. Velotric, bravo, bravo. I really like this bike. A lot of the bikes that I get to review, I end up selling. I think I'm gonna keep this one. Again, guys, it is the sidearm of e-bikes. You have your main rifle, you got your big fast stuff that weighs 100 plus pounds, that goes God knows how fast. And then you have your sidearm also, like this. This is a lot of fun. This is great. Corners nicely. Tires are quiet, nice and tame. And again, the pedaling cadence, Velotric really did it right with this. I can, look at this slow cadence. We're going almost 25, and my legs aren't really moving all that quick. This is great. Man, they got the gearing down perfect on this bike. Let's see how the brake fade is. Yeah, we're going down this hill, 33. So pedaling downhill, get up to like 38, 40 if I wanted to. Still feels stable. Brakes work phenomenal. I can't get over how well the brakes work with the size wheels and the 180 millimeter rotors. Amazing, guys. Yeah, see right now, throttle cut me off, but we're going 33 pedaling. I'm not getting power from the motor, but the cadence is very good for high-speed pedaling. Let's go down this hill, pedaling hard. Look at that. Still stable at like 37. Tires are quiet, nice and nimble steering. All right, ladies and gentlemen, final thoughts on the Velotric Fold 1. This is an excellent value e-bike. You get high quality components, a high quality frame, a high quality paint job, high quality motor, great gearing. Everything feels pretty solid. This is a fantastic bike. And it's a tiny little bike, so if you don't need a lot of power and you value form and making sure that you can store this thing in a small area, this is the bike you want. And if you guys see how stable this bike is at these higher speeds, it feels great. Rock solid, guys. The brakes on this bike are phenomenal. The tires are quiet. Perfect size tires for smaller form factor bikes. Sometimes these smaller bikes, they give you giant knobby tires, which makes no sense. It's like putting monster truck tires on a Honda Civic. It makes absolutely no sense. Here we go. Going up this hill, 3 out of 5 bars now. Gear 1, feels pretty good. Great gearing on this bike. Not too low, not too high. Just right for the amount of power that it can give you. Lots of different UL certifications for you guys in case that's important to you. Maybe you live in a state where that's required. Maybe future laws are going to be passed in your state that currently don't exist, and this bike, if you get it, you'll be all set. You'll be already UL certified. The smaller battery in this case is actually good because remember, guys, big battery means big weight, and because this is a lower powered e-bike, it's not going to eat up that battery all that quickly, so you'll still get a decent range from this e-bike. It's not just going to give up on you after 5 miles. You get plenty of range, especially considering I can get the seat really as tall as I need to and easily use my legs even well into the 30 mile an hour range. I can deliver my own leg power into this bike, which will help range even more. So I think range won't really be an issue for this bike. And if you get a second battery, oh man, you're all set. The battery, I think, is small enough too, so that if you did want to carry it maybe in your backpack, it'd be okay. It's not too heavy, it's like about 10 pounds or so. Or you can throw it on a giant rear rack. You can get a big basket back there, keep it back there. You can attach a whole lot of things to this bike. As a little campground bike, this is perfect. This is the bike you want. So we're gonna ride this bike around for just about 10 miles, and on the screen right now, I'll show you guys what the voltage is in the battery after that 10-mile ride.
So guys, I wasn't able to measure the battery voltage because when this battery is mounted into the bike, the battery itself turns on. So outside of the bike, it's off. But I did a little bit more riding and we got the bike up to 15 miles in the odometer. And as you could see, the bike battery bar is flashing. So with my style of riding, you'll probably get 15 miles out of this bike, maybe a little bit more. Something a little bit slower, you might get 20 or 25 miles.
This bike is listed in the description below, along with any other coupon codes or discounts that I might be able to offer. Definitely check this one out, guys. If you guys like content like this, please subscribe to the channel. If I've earned your subscription, like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, tell me why in the comments. Tell me why you're mad. Tell me what you think of this Velotric Fold. I like this bike. I like it a lot. I think I'm gonna keep it, especially considering I can just throw it into the front seat of my hatchback. That's crazy. A tiny little bike. This thing can get so small when it's folded up. Very, very portable. Follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I have 2 Facebook groups, e-bike addicts and high-speed e-bikes 40 miles an hour and up. That's it for today, folks. Until next time.